Hello and welcome back to the Pro Evolution Soccer Master League, and it's Aston Villa in the Champions League versus Sporting Lisbon. It's going to be a big game. Aston Villa got a draw in their first game against Atletico Madrid, and now they're lining up with a new 4-2-4 formation. Let's see how it unfolds for Coach Leffert's team as Sporting Lisbon have Timo Werner leading the line. Gundogan with a good interception to start off for Aston Villa. Can that put them on the front foot early doors? Tierney comes forward up to Dybala starting on the left side of a front four-ish or of a left wing spot for Dybala, something we're not too used to seeing. Timo Werner looks to get away, but Retsos defends it really well. Up to Ilkay Gundogan, who sees the run of Gareth Bale moving forward. Gareth Bale comes in, and Agbenyu has strength enough to stop him getting the ball, and it goes out for a throw into Aston Villa. As Gaston Vide will take this one, waiting for some options. He goes back to Ceballos and plays it pretty sensibly. He sees Tierney all the way across on the other side, tries to put it into Dybala's path, but Rafinha gets in the way. And Rafinha comes forward with the ball, goes up towards Werner, who is, from these early stages, looks like he wants to pull wide into this right wing spot, and he's danced around Kieran Tierney. He gets in towards the box, lays it back. Pereira with a shot, it's blocked, comes back to Werner, who was offside luckily, although it was a good interception from the Aston Villa back four, as you can see there. Standing in an offside position, and it will be Fadinez to get Aston Villa back underway. New signing for a bit of goalkeeping competition with Jan Sommer, yet to be decided who is really the first choice. Jan Sommer's played all the games in the Premier League this season, as Dybala just plays that against Storado's legs, and Aston Villa win the throw-in. Dybala takes it reasonably quickly into Ceballos, who goes sensibly back to Tuanzebe just to keep the ball. Up to Gaston Vide, into Gundogan. Gundogan again, just keeping the ball, Aston Villa. This is nice, something that Coach Leffert has wanted them to do ever since he's been in charge, really. And then they wait for an option, which could be now, as Dybala just can't keep the ball in, and it rolls out of play. But Struro, what the hell was that? That's terrible. In towards Weir, who just can't beat Sebastian Coates, who is improved immensely since his time at Liverpool in the Premier League. He's become a bit of a no-nonsense defender now, as Gaston Vide looks for the run of Gareth Bale, looks to flick it into Aguero, but it's cleared away, and Tuanzebe will let this run out for a throw. No, he won't. He'll keep it in play and finds Retsos with the ball forward. Retsos looks to go out wide towards Bale, up to Gaston Vide, into Gundogan, and there is Ceballos waiting for the ball. One more to Kieran Tierney. Tierney comes forward. Dybala in towards Weir. Can he flick that on? He does, towards Dybala. Ball across, looking for Aguero. Doesn't get in front. Falls to Weir. What a finish. Timothy Weir. The boy can do no wrong in an Aston Villa shirt, and it is 1-0 Aston Villa. Reasonably early on in this tie. Is that going to open it up and cause it to be a bit of a danger game for both teams? Are both teams going to keep attacking? We don't know. This was good play here, and it was Weir that laid it back out to Dybala. Got back in the box, and Aguero caused a bit of nuisance, and the ball fell kindly to Timothy Weir. And you put your stall out to attack, and chances fall your way. You make your own luck in this game. And Aston Villa find themselves 1-0 up, looking to get their first win in the Champions League for an incredibly long time. But obviously Sporting Lisbon, being the home team, are going to want to impress their Portuguese fans. And here comes Rafinha straight from kickoff. Ceballos does get it away, only as far as Straro. Back to Rafinha. Rafinha looks to fire it in low, and Gundogan has the presence of mind to deal with that one. And it goes up here towards Weir. Weir into Dybala. Dybala. Now this is where Aston Villa can really hurt teams on the counter-attack. A sensible play from Dybala to hold it up. Tierney goes in towards Weir. Weir tried to get it back to Tierney, but just couldn't make that happen. And now it's Pereira coming forward with the ball in towards Werner, but Retsos reads it well. Up it goes towards Weir. Weir lays that off into Gundogan's path, and Gundogan comes forward. Fancies a go from range. I don't think that was too far away, but Not the best of shots from Ilkay Gundogan, but Timothy Weir has been absolutely instrumental in this game so far. As Gundogan comes forward here, sized his options up, had a shot. It was never really troubling Viviano in the Sporting Lisbon goal. Aguero into Gundogan. Gundogan uses his strength well. Sees the run of Weir, feeds him in. Weir for a second. He's fired it into the net. And can you believe it? It's Aston Villa 2, Sporting Lisbon 0 in the Champions League. And Aston Villa are showing they mean business in the game. Gareth Bale flicked into Aguero, around the corner to Gundogan. Took his time, fed the right ball into Timothy Weir, and then bosh! Viviano's got no chance. 2-0 Aston Villa. Sporting Lisbon have it all to do as the home team now. Surely they're going to have to come out and show a bit more of an attacking impetus. Not even really getting a shot off in this game against Aston Villa. We haven't really seen Farinez tested to see if he's good enough to replace Jan Sommer, as this is it. Sporting Lisbon are trying the through balls to utilise Werner's pace, but nothing is coming off for them at the moment. Retsos and Tuanzebe having a wonderful game at the back for Aston Villa, as now Ceballos tried to go forward and Gaston Vide intercepts that one. Can see a bit of space on the other side for Dybala, whose pass is really, really poor. And that's not what we come to expect. But Tierney puts in a good tackle. Weir looks to dink it over for Dybala, who's going to have the legs to get away from Sturro. Puts a first time crossing, looking for Aguero. It's cleared away. Tierney is under the ball but can't win the header. But Ceballos will keep it alive for Aston Villa. Can see Gundogan in the middle, so uses him. Gaston V with a bit of space. Poor pass though from Gundogan, and Cabral will look to launch the attack. And Werner taken out pretty cynically by Ceballos, and this could be dangerous, or Gundogan even. It's going to be, is it a yellow card or a talking to? Looks like it's a talking to. He must have got a foot on the ball, but it was a reckless tackle from the Turkish man. And, well, the German Turk, I think, isn't he? Werner here. Just, yeah, how is that not a yellow card, referee? I have no idea. Cabral comes forward into Pereira. Pereira with a shot! And he's tucked that past Farinez with a delightful placed finish. That is a wonderful finish from the ex-Man United man. Gundogan here getting himself into a bit of trouble, leaving the ball behind. And then Cabral just put it into Pereira's path. Hits it first time. Wonderful finish into that top corner. And it's 2-1 and it's game back on, you could say. And it's 2-2. And that is ridiculous. Andreas Pereira has a second for Sporting Lisbon. And, well, this was just rubbish, really. It came in here. Werner went for a spectacular, got it completely wrong, and it fell through to Pereira, and that's really, really annoying. I've never seen anyone not connect with a shot and it end up being the best through ball in the world. As Aston Villa now from 2-0 up find themselves at 2-2, and it's Aguero in towards Weir, and he's going to be very annoyed that his goals at the moment are counting for nothing. As Tierney comes forward, looks into Dybala, who just looks to get away, but couldn't get his body in the way. He was trying to win a foul. Retsos, good interception though from Timo Werner, and he's coming forward, looks to feed it through and nearly had enough on it to meet Gareth Bale's run, but Viviano was composed and got it out from the back pretty calmly as Cabral comes forward, and he's still just dallying on the ball a little bit. Gundogan was tempted to go and do the high press but thought against it as he leaves it to Gareth Bale and Aguero to do a bit of running. Back into Battaglia in the central midfield for Sporting Lisbon, and Rafinha looks to get away from Tierney, who reads that really well, and now there is a ball over the top as Dybala is still up there. Timothy Weir's in behind again for a first half hat-trick. Timothy Weir has got it. It's just unbelievable. It is ridiculous, this kid. Timothy Weir makes it 3-2 to Aston Villa, and it was a wonderful bit of vision from Dybala here to feed this ball in. Timothy Weir got it on there, placed into the bottom corner again. Viviano no chance, and Timothy Weir gets his third of the game and makes it 3-2 to Aston Villa, and we haven't even played 40 minutes yet. Rafinha takes that ball away from Tierney really well. Ceballos does get a block on the crossfield pass, but Rafinha will keep it alive. Tierney's coming, nearly robbed him, and that would have put Sporting Lisbon in a lot of danger. Retsos dives in and they avoid the tackle. Full ball through to Werner. Farinez out quickly. Great save that from Farinez. Really off his line quickly. As makes a fantastic save at the feet of Timo Werner. But we do have the game's first corner, and it's going to be Acuna standing over it. Retsos has been pulled out of the centre by the short option. Acuna fires it in towards the middle, and it falls here. Farinez with a great save. Ceballos puts his foot through it to try and get it away, and Battaglia miskicks the athletic overhead attempt. And here comes Timothy Weir. Timothy Weir looks to lay it off to Gundogan, who feeds it through to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale could be in on goal. He's lacking support. Gareth Bale looks to turn. Great bit of skill. Bale shoots, and it's a good save from Viviano to touch it round the post. What a counter-attack for Aston Villa. Gundogan with a wonderful through to Gareth Bale, and then a lovely piece of skill from Bale here to get away from his man. Gets his shot off, and Viviano makes a good save, and it's from one corner to another. And let's see what Aston Villa have got up their sleeves for this one. Gareth Bale looks to fire it across. He'll win another corner as it hits the defender. It wasn't the best of situations, that one. Hit the person that was running towards him. And Tuanzebe makes that run again. Gareth Bale gets it over him, looking for Dybala, and it's cleared away. Now, Ceballos takes it out of his feet. Has a hit. Viviano was worried, but it does go over the bar for a goal kick, as it was headed away well from the corner from Battaglia. And it fell to Aston Villa, fell to Ceballos onto his weaker left foot. Still fancied the effort, and that's not far away at all. As we go into half-time, it's Andreas Pereira 2, Timothy Weir 3. As we go into half-time, what a game this has been. End-to-end, non-stop attacking football. It has been absolutely superb. What a spectacle if you're a neutral fan. And to see, there's been some superb goals as well. Team goals from Aston Villa and 2 fabulous strikes from Andreas Pereira for Sporting Lisbon has just made this one hell of a spectacle. As Tierney, again, straight away coming forward, looking into Weir, goes back to Ceballos. Just couldn't feed it through into Sergio Aguero or out to Gareth Bale as Werner is put under pressure, but it's a foul. Dybala sprinting forward, looking, this is a counter-attack again from Sporting Lisbon's own set piece, but Dybala's run it a bit too far. And Gareth Bale's going to have to take over. Gundogan up into Dybala. Trying to flick it in towards Weir. And Dybala tried to get there again. Was he fouled? No, he was not. Retsos keeps it alive. Out to Aston Villa. Sees the run of Aguero. Plays it into his feet. Back to Bale. Bale looks to accelerate away from Cabral, but just shows him too much of the ball. And then went down as if he was fouled. But the referee says no. Werner lays that back. Here comes Sporting Lisbon. Agbenyu has lots of pace. Aston Villa struggling to keep up with him. Fires that across looking for Werner. Werner turns, gets a shot, falls to Pereira. Pereira! And it's 2 hat-tricks in a game, and Pereira has had a lot of luck today. He's had a lot of luck. And that is really irritating to say that. But it's 3-3, and we've been playing for 52 minutes. This game could be anything. Gareth Bale is fouled there. Surely he is, yeah. And a quick check of fitness. Everyone's done okay. Gundogan could be struggling soon. But a yellow card there for the Sporting Lisbon defender as Gareth Bale had his legs taken away, and again you could argue he got the ball, but the referee says it is a foul. So going to see what we can do here as Tuanzebe's calling for the ball, but it goes all the way out past him to Retsos, and they look to just switch it from this free kick, switching sides. Dybala into Tierney, lays that one back, and it just about makes it as now Tierney put under pressure by Werner. Retsos, Aston Villa just keeping the ball nice and composed, and this is what manager cultured left foot really likes him to do, is they just wait for the opportunity as it goes into Aguero, lays it into Bale. Bale flicks it on, looking for Gundogan, and Viviano makes the save. And there you go. That's what happens if we're a bit patient and you take your chances and wait and wait and wait. And it was laid in here. Aguero turned well, laid it into Bale, who laid it off to Gundogan. First time shot took Viviano by surprise, but he did manage to touch it past the post. Gareth Bale looks to fizz this one into the box, and he does. Towards Dybala. And can Tuanzebe keep it alive? No, he can't, but it's going to be another corner. And let's have a change of taker, I think, for this one. Let's get Dybala onto this ball, as we're going to go for a different option here. Dybala fires it in towards the back post. Gareth Bale, it's over his head, and it will go behind for a Sporting Lisbon throw. It's a terrible throw that Gareth Bale has intercepted, and it goes in towards Aguero, spins away from his man. Sergio Aguero gets his shot off top corner, and that has stemmed from Sporting Lisbon literally throwing away possession. It was ridiculous. Gareth Bale brought it down into Aguero, turned his man so well, ran into the space, and he doesn't miss from there. Sergio on loan from Man City. What a finish. 4-3. And Aston Villa just look like they're sitting off a little bit now. Happy for Sporting Lisbon to have the ball and then go and pressure them, as it looks like they're going to get into a dangerous position as that ball goes over the top. Cabral gets into a bit of space, but Tuanzebe shows why he's been the Aston Villa fans player of the year numerous times during Coach Leftfoot's tenure. He's been an absolute rock, and one of the probably, like, other side topic of the commentary, probably one of the only people that's maybe him and Jack Grealish here since the beginning, as Retsos gives away a foul. Werner stands over the ball, doesn't go for a quick one though. And this could be dangerous. Andreas Pereira already has a hat-trick in the game. Tuanzebe goes back to sit on the line. Pereira has another go, and it goes past the post. Now it's Aston Villa with just a bit of sensible possession there, as Aston Villa is given space to run into. Looks in towards Aguero, looks to turn, lays it off to Bale. And Bale just holds up to it, gives it back to Aguero, who turns into a bit of trouble, and Sporting Lisbon play the way out of it. Andreas Pereira out to Jovan Cabral, who's put under a bit of pressure. Agbenyu now draws Gundogan out of his central position, and there's a chance here, but it's not fallen nicely for Werner. Weir's just bullied out of it, back to Pereira. Rafinha comes forward looking for a ball through, but Retsos reads it, And Tierney is there, and you can see a bit of space for Timothy Weir. Out to Dybala. Dybala back into Aguero. Lovely football. Timothy Weir has pushed Coates off the ball. It's Timothy Weir. He's already got his hat-trick. Lays it into Aguero. And it's 4-5-3 now to Aston Villa. And Sergio Aguero gets his second goal of the game. Aguero and Timothy Weir looks like it could be a very potent and dangerous strike force. Timothy Weir here somehow pushing Sebastian Coates off the ball. Drew the goalkeeper out. Knew exactly where Aguero was. Played it into a space where Viviano couldn't get back in time. And it is 5-3 Aston Villa. Incredible. 20 minutes to go. And Aston Villa can now just afford to sit back a little deeper and just try and hit Sporting Lisbon on the counter-attackers. It's just been, what a game this has been. If you were a neutral watching this, incredible performance from both teams, to be honest. Defending has been lacklustre all over the park as Pereira looks to bring this one down, flicks it out towards Rafinha, who turns nearly away from Tierney, gets a foot in and puts it out for a Sporting throw. But yeah, both defences have been somewhat wayward as that ball comes in towards Werner, and Farron has all plucked it out of the air. And now there is a man in total acres of space, and it's Timothy Weir, who we know has been dangerous in today's game. Back to Aguero. Weir sees the run of Bale on the far side. Can he pick him out? It's Bale versus Agbenyu, and Agbenyu wins the race. Back to Viviano. Ah, I need a rest after this game. Out it goes to Rafinha, who somehow manages to get round Tierney and lays it off to Storaro, but Kieran Tierney again has been absolutely superb and can even run towards his own goal and beat tackles. Farronez, nearly caught under a bit of trouble there from Werner. But as Sporting Lisbon push higher up, there are spaces in behind opening up that Aston Villa are going to look to try and take control of. And no one's tracked Gareth Bale run, but he's actually found Timothy Weir, who's in on goal. What a save from Viviano. Gareth Bale replaced by Talisca, who will come on and straight away take this corner kick. And as he's put quite a lot of whip on that, Tuanzebe can't knock it down. It falls to Gundogan, who has a shot, and it's very well blocked. And Werner will look to pick it up. Gastonville puts in a tackle, but it is a foul. And Werner's there. Tries to take it quickly and does up towards Acuna. Agbenyu up to Acuna again. Werner, who's Aston Villa will be very happy if Werner plays his rest of his game in a defensive position, but he doesn't, and they fed this through to Rafinha, and Retsos has got to stand up and make himself big, and that's exactly what he did. And then he'll just look to put his foot through this one and clear it away. It actually clears up towards Weir, who then tries to release Dybala, who cuts in field. You can see the run of Talisca as he overhit that pass. He's forced Talisca a little bit wider than he would have wanted to go. But Talisca can see the run of Dybala, who's just underneath the ball. And it was actually Petrovic who got back very well. Storaro takes a heavy touch, but Dybala can't pounce. And Rafinha looks to turn away from Ceballos, and he's played a nice 1-2 to get round his marker. Back to Rafinha, up it goes, but Gundogan is there. And Aston Villa will look to make another sub, I'm pretty sure, in a minute, because there are some tired legs happening out here. Pereira tries to turn, and Retsos again, absolute rock at the back in this game as he comes forward into Talisca. Talisca sees Sergio Aguero making a dart, but lays it back to Weir. Weir tries to flick it over to Talisca, and Talisca has caused a bit of trouble since he's come on. Lays that back to Gastonville. Gastonville now just teasing and turning, trying to find a pass, and it goes to Talisca, who is left-footed. Tried to get it onto his stronger foot for a shot, but just couldn't get the space. And now Sporting Lisbon once again looks to counter. Tierney, for the first time in today's game, has really flown into a challenge and missed it. But Retsos makes a fantastic tackle, as we've come to expect. It goes into Weir. No, it doesn't. It was a terrible pass, but so is that. And Aston Villa will just recycle. It's 5 minutes to go. And Aston Villa could be on course for a very, very good Champions League win here. Talisca turns away from his man really well. Saw him charging in. And here he comes. Talisca. Can he get it onto his left foot? He can. Gets his shot off. It's deflected past the post. Good defensive header to see it away, to be honest. Talisca here. Lovely turn on the ball just to get away. Showing his incredible dribbling skills. Talisca came forward with it. Got it onto his left foot. Got a shot off, and the defender threw himself in front of the ball. And put it behind for a corner. And now it's Cabral looking to cut out the short option possibly. Here he comes, but Tierney is there as well, offering something as it goes to Tierney. Back to Talisca. Talisca will now swing it in, looking for Aguero, who nearly got free. Tuanzebe will surely win that to put it back into the mixer, and does. And Ceballos picks it up again. That's a fantastic tackle from Cabral. And now here comes Sporting Lisbon, possibly for one final attack. Werner lays it back to Cabral. Tuanzebe dives in and doesn't get the ball. 2 minutes to go here in Portugal. as Vendel picks it up. Goes back to Romeu. Over the top. And that's a great ball in, but Retsos shows the composure that he's had all since his career at old Aston Villa. And Aguero's beaten to that ball there. And Cabral comes forward into Pereira. There's a foul in there somewhere. And let's get some fresh legs on. So Dembele on, Timothy Weir off. He's got his hat-trick. He's been superb in today's game. And Dembele comes on for his first glimpse of Champions League football with Aston Villa. And the first thing he does is feed a lovely ball through to Dybala, whose heavy touch is pounced upon by Petrovic in the Sporting Lisbon defence. And that's a wonderful ball through to Pereira, who gets his shot off, and Farines, I think, had that covered. And another time-wasting substitution by Aston Villa. It's Ceballos on, and Renato Sanchez comes on to replace him in his game, which I think would be his debut for Aston Villa in the Champions League as well. And the first thing he has to do is try and atone for Kieran Tierney's terrible, terrible pass. And Pereira flicks that through. Gaston Vida will be there. Cabral falls over with a stumble. And, well, Aston Villa do that very calmly indeed. And there you go, 5-3. A hat-trick for Weir, 2 for Aguero, 3 for Pereira. What a performance from Villa. Defensively, not so much. Attacking-wise, absolutely superb. They have a riches of attack this season in their squad, Aston Villa. And that just goes to show how important attacking players can be. Teams around, results from around the ground then. Madrid and PSG drew, which could put Aston Villa top of the group. No, joint with PSG, who also beat Sporting Lisbon. Both on 4 points. And one of Villa, PSG or Atletico Madrid will be going home early from the Champions League or slipping into the Europa League. But that is how the table looks after 2 games in the Champions League. And thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with another game in the future. And for now, I need to have a lie down after that game. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Cheers.